Well, I know the end result's the same as the other night, but obviously a much different game.
Yeah.
How tough was that finish?
Well, they're just, it's such a fine line when you're playing good teams, and there's just a couple plays here and there, a couple bounces go your way, and but we all know the elephant in the room is the free throw line, and but the thing that before I talk about that, the thing I was so proud of our guys, because to bounce back after what we did and the way we played offensively, to have this game against that quality of a team. And this was the game lived up to the hype as far as two good teams, I think. And the thing you can't overcome is one team made 30 free throws, the other made 12. That's really, really hard to overcome. And I don't know how many of those were one-on-ones too. How many one-on-ones do you know?
First half was at least 2.
Yeah, so you're leaving 18 points on the board against a good team, or that, and we almost overcame it, but I again, like I said, I love these guys. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the resiliency. I scheduled this year like this on purpose, to build us for the end. I wouldn't do it with a young team because it's tough and it's night after night after night, but it's forcing us to face issues. It's forcing us to get better, and so we're gonna. And I got resilient guys that care about it, care about each other, and they're gonna battle. And God, I appreciate the fans tonight. That was a great atmosphere. We felt them throughout this game. So keep supporting these guys. I mean, it means the world to us, and we, in the end, when we're cutting down the nets, we'll remember that there was a group of fans that got us through all this, and like I said, we'll be so appreciative of that.
You said the line before about things that don't last long, with dogs that chase cars and teams that can't shoot free throws. I mean, but it just seemed like it kind of snowballs, as then the guys guys get tight, and then the crowd gets a little antsy, and then it's just, even Max goes there for the freebie. I mean, I assume you don't think you guys are this bad shooting free throws, but I mean, you're literally one of the worst in the country right now. I mean, how do you fix it, or what is the actual issue?
Well, I think I'm pretty good at not making a mountain out of a molehill, but it wants to become a mountain. They're letting it become a mountain, and you would think that I think Abu, there's nobody in the country that shoots more free throws than him in practice and on his own. So it's almost like I might have to go straight line in the opposite direction and get him to not shoot any for a while, and just let him do some mental work and just maybe let the air out of the balloon, because it's strung pretty tight right now, I think. And that it kills him, because he played a terrific game tonight, but all he feels like is that he let his guys down by missing free throws, and that kills him, because he plays so hard for his fans, for his teammates, for his the school. He gives everything he has, not just in the games, but in practice and off the court. I mean, that guy, you wouldn't believe. I don't know if I've had a guy that's put as much time in as him.
When you do practice those free throws, are they making them in practice and it's just not translating into games, or?
There's some of that. Yeah. Absolutely. They shoot a lot better, and no doubt they don't shoot 40%.
Is it like just pressure in the games, or what do you think it is?
No, that's the age-old question. Like I was talking to Coach Giacoletti from St. Louis about it, and he said, he just kind of chuckled. He goes, "We were the worst free throw shooting team in the country." And I said, "Really? Well, how'd you fix it?" He goes, "We didn't. we had to sub." And but these guys, I know they can fix it. I when the numbers end, when the year ends, his numbers will correct. He's too good he spends too much time doing it.
If not for the loss tonight, I thought maybe we'd be writing the ode to Tyson Dagenhart, stepping into the lineup tonight and hitting some really big shots.
Yeah, I mean, you still can. It's, sometimes things are evaluated. I mean, we're not into moral victories. We're into winning. That's what we like to do here, and that's what we're used to, and that's our standard. But I will say this: sometimes, you you look at the film and you celebrate all the great things that you did and you focus on those, because we did some amazing things tonight, and a lot of different guys did it. And you know, every team, I think I said this the other day maybe, and every team, every good, you know, that it's there in the end, goes through a valley of death, and you don't know when you're going to go through them. I scheduled them into maybe this valley right now a little bit, because we never had we've never been able to come up and get air. And sometimes, sometimes you need those games where you can come up and get a little air and, just see your ball going in, and it's a little bit easier. But this team will fight through this valley, and the great thing about the great thing about a valley is you come out and then you just get to start climbing the mountain, and that's what I can see us being able to do.
Leon, on Tyson, great hands, great feet. Feels like if that kid's 6'11", he's probably staying in Spokane and playing for few. What's his ceiling?
What does that mean?
It means if he was 6'11", he's probably playing at Duke.
Didn't they lose to Tarleton State
No, they
yesterday?
didn't. No, they didn't.
I don't know. I don't get I didn't check the news. But what's the question?
What's his ceiling?
Oh, on the serious note, one of the greatest things about him is winner. When you saw how many winning plays, because you just talked about his points and his rebounds and stuff, but took 2 charges on Shaver's last and one. He tipped it to him. He got the ball. He just makes so many of those little plays, and I've been waiting a little bit and trying to get him up to speed at things and trying to get the, because it's like a big left-handed pitcher. You don't want to throw him out there too soon where he's not ready and his team's not confident in him and he's not confident. It was time, and I'm I think his teammates some of them suggested this about getting him in more, because they have confidence in him, and that's what you want as a coach with the freshman, and especially when you have all these older guys, and certainly delivered. And like you said, I think the sky's the limit. When we recruited him, we got him down to our league camp, and then the world went quiet a little bit, and so people didn't get to see him as much. To your point, though, it doesn't matter if he's 6'11". If he would have been exposed a lot more, there's nowhere he can't play. That's how good he can be.
On the flip side of that, you went with him over Dutrieve in the starting lineup, and Dutrieve 1 point, only played 13 minutes. What's where's he at right now? Why is he, was he the odd man out, I guess, at this point?
Well, it's with this team, for us to win a championship, it's going to be if we get everybody just pulling the rope in the same direction and everybody just converting to 100% team, 100% team, 100% team. And, this day and age, that's a challenge always. And but we got great guys that are getting there, and we're realizing that, like I said, losing exposes your issues, and great teams have to confront their issues. And so we're confronting every issue, and we'll get it right. That's my faith in these guys, that I know we're going to get it right.